Hello everyone, my name is Anunes Singh. I am a senior data visualization consultant and I run this channel Data Poetry. In this video, I am going to talk about how to customize our running sum value. What is running sum first of all? So running sum is a calculation in which the first element is added to the next element and the resultant is further added to the third element, and this progression goes on. This can be easily achieved in Tableau using the quick table calculation option and the running total under it. But I encountered a situation in which I had to skip one number from the running sum and the running sum continued without the number in it. Let me demonstrate this use case with very simple data set. I have two columns here, region and sales. I have 9 regions under the region column, and for the sake of convenience I have kept the sales amount very small and easy to read. So yes, this is the data. What running sum does is, let me create one running sum column here. The running sum takes the first value from the sequence and later it adds the current number and the previous value. It does something like this, and this is how the progression proceeds ahead. This can be done using the quick table calculation running total, but the situation or this use case that we are talking about, let us discuss on that. So we have a situation where I want to skip the sum of sales for the region 1 and I want my sum of sales running sum to start from 2. So in that case my element or the region 2 is going to act as the first value, and from here onwards the sequence or the progression is going to start. Let me show you how can we skip the region 1 from being included in our sales running sum sales value. Let me drag region to columns and bring sales to text. I'm going to do the simple table calculation and show you the running total. Let me expand this a little. Okay, I'm also bringing sales again here so as to see the original numbers of sale. I'm going to create an index function, a calculation that has index, and convert this to discrete and take it to the columns. Now you will notice that each region has been indexed from 1 to 9th partition. Each partition has been given a unique index number. I am going to create a calculated field. Let us say running sum, where I'm going to skip the first one. So let me call it a skip 1, and let me write this. If index is equal to 1, then give me sum of sales. I'm telling Tableau to give sum of sales when it is index is 1. Else if when my index is greater than or equal to 2, then give me running sum of sales, running sum of some sales. This is the running sum of sales. Do you think this is going to give us the desired result, since we are running the sum of running sum sales after the index 1? Let us see. This is probably not going to give us what we desire. This is giving us the same result as our normal running sum of sales. We need to add a part over here. That is, I'm going to look up a value that is the value from the first index 1. I'm going to look up for the sum of sales value, which is on the index 1. I'm not going to use the index function here, rather I'll be using the first function. Why? Because lookup function takes 2 arguments, both of them should be integer, whereas index function returns a boolean value, and the first function returns the integer value. So the first by default gives this uh, uh, partition the number as 0. So let me do this and let me hit apply. So now you will notice that my running sum is working as expected, and I have skipped the region 1 from the running sum of sales. So basically this looks that this has started from here, but it is not starting from here. It is just subtracting 1 from each of the values in the running sum of sales. If you notice, it has to be 3, then it became 2, which is equal to the sum of the normal sales. And similarly, now it has increased from 2 and 3 gives us 5. Since it should be 6, 1 has been minus, and this is how the progression goes ahead. Let me create a first function. Use the first function for demonstration so that it clears cloud here. And let me just turn this into discrete and bring it here on the columns. Like I was saying, this would start from 0 and go up till -8. The first function starts from 0 and goes into negative numbers, whereas index starts from 1 and goes into positive numbers. Now we saw that we can skip the first element from the first number from the sequence. What if I have to remove the 6th number from the sequence? Let me just write a quick table calculation, or you can use this formula or this procedure or this use case to skip any number or the nth term from the sequence. Let us write running sum skip 6. Let me repeat the calculation. If index is less than 6, then give me running sum of sales. Running sum sales. So what I'm telling my Tableau is, until 6th number is index reaches 6th position, run the running sum of sales method and return it till there. Else if when index is equal to 6, then give me just simple sum of sales. So it should return me 6 here, and prior to that it should do the normal calculation like 1, 3, 6, 10 and 15. Right. For the next thing, I am going to say take when index is greater than 6, then I am going to take the running sum sales, and similar thing, I am going to minus the lookup value of sum sales, where my first function plus 5. First plus 5 would take me to this position, to region 6, and this is what we want. Let me just apply this, and okay, there's some error. I forgot to end it. My bad. Right. So let me apply this and bring it to text. Now if you notice let me get rid of the previous one. If you notice, my running sum of sales works fine until region 5. Then on 6th position, on the region 6, it stops. It gives me the default sum of sales, and then from 7th it starts again the running sum. It only skipped 6, but it added 15 with 7 and gave us 22, and the progression continued. So this is how we can skip, or we can actually customize our running sum with this method. You can skip any nth term from your sequence, and if it would have been the last term, suppose if you wanted to skip the last term, you would have to just write a simple if else statement and just subtract the lookup value for the last one, something like that. So this is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something new. Please leave your feedback in the comments. that will be very much appreciated. Thank you so much.